Hello guys, welcome to Code It Out, and today in this video we're going to learn the difference between getCH function and getCH function. First of thing is both these functions are inbuilt function and are used to take a single character as an input to the keyboard. So why should we use getCH function and getCH function, and why not use scanf function? Because in scanf function also we can take the single character as an input, right? But in scanf function we have to pass the address of the variable, we have to pass the format specifier. But so these are the difference in the scanf function and getCH and getCHAR function. In getCH function and getCHAR function, we don't have to pass this arguments. We just have to assign this function to a character variable, and this function will save the character that we entered to the into the that character variable. So let's have a look at the getCH function first, and after that we will be learning how getCHAR function works, and that time you will be understand what's the difference between these two functions. Now getCH function. The getCH function, as it is an inbuilt function, we have to include the header file in which it is stored, right? Or we have to include the header file in which its prototype declaration is present. As it's an inbuilt function, for every inbuilt function we are supposed to include its header file. So getCH function is present, or its prototype declaration is present in conio.h header file, that is console input output header file. So I have included that. So that's it. You just have to include this header file, and then you can use the getCH function. So now let's have a look how it will get executed. When this code get executed, first printf statement will get executed, right? And at this moment it will output enter the character on the console screen, and after that this line, seventh line, will get executed, in which getCH function will get executed. And the moment getCH function get executed, it will stop the flow of execution, and till the moment we enter the character it will be stopped, and the moment just after the moment we enter the character, the flow of execution will again begin. But what will happen in that between time, between the it is stopped and it will start? So when we enter the character, the getCH function will take that character, it will start the flow, it will take that character and place to the position where getCH function was executed. In this code you can see that getCH function was executed in line 7 at this position. So when the this code executes, and we enter the character, so getCH function will take that character and place it here. As we have assigned it to the character variable, that value will get stored in this character variable a, and after that this line will get executed, in which the value which is present in a will get printed. So let's just have a look at the runtime how it looks. That time you will be able to understand it more. So let me just compile it first and execute it. You can see enter the character and flow of execution is stopped. Now let me enter the character b. See, the moment I enter the character b, what getCH function does is it will take that character b and it will place it here. And as a it is the moment it gets placed here, the character b will get stored in this character variable a, and after that this statement will get executed, in which the value in of a get printed, and that is b. So enter the character, enter character equal to b. So that's it. That's how getCH function works. It will stop the flow of execution first, then it will take the character that we entered, and immediately after we enter the character, flow of execution will start. It will take that character and place to the position where getCH function got executed, and that's it. So let's have a look at getCHAR function now. Let me just modify this function, getCHAR function. Yeah, so that's it. The rest code will remain same. Now how getCHAR function works? As getCHAR function is also inbuilt function, we are supposed to include a header file in which its prototype declaration is present. So the getCHAR function is present in stdio.h header file. So you have to include this header file. So the first difference between getCH function and getCHAR function is this one, that they are present in different header file. getCH function is present in conio.h header file, while the getCHAR function is present in stdio.h header file. So now how will this code get executed? Now when this code get executed, first this printf will get executed and it will output enter the character on console screen. Then after that, this seventh line in which getCHAR function is present, it will get executed, and the execution will be very similar to very similar, not exactly similar, but very similar to the getCH function. So when this line get executed and getCHAR function get executed, again it will stop the flow of function similar to getch function, and then after we enter the character, it will take that character and place where the getch function was executed. And as here again we have stored the getch function in the character variable, the returned value, that is the character that we enter, will get stored in the character variable a. So let's just run this code again and you'll be understand it very clearly after that. So let me just save it first and compile it and execute it. See, enter the character. Now the flow of execution is stopped again. Now here, but if you will see, suppose I enter character B again. See, I have entered the character B here, but the flow of execution is not started again. Means this statement is not got executed. Why? Because in getch function, after entering the character, we have to press the enter key. After that, only the flow of execution will start again. So let me just press the enter key. See, the moment I press the enter key, the next code, that is this line, got executed. See, so this is the second difference between getch function and getchar function. In getch function, after entering the character, we don't have to press any key or enter key. But in getchar function, after entering the character, we are supposed to press the enter key, and then only the flow will start again. So that's the second difference. Now let's look at the third difference. See, now this is the output of the getch function and this is the output of the getchar function. Now, see, there is a difference in these two outputs. You can see this output is of 2 line and this output is of 3 line. Why? So, see, this is the difference in these two outputs. See this B. So why is this B here? We have not used any printf function, right, to print the value of B. So why is this B here? So what happens is in getchar function, when we enter the character through keyboard, whatever the character we entered is visible on the console screen, and after we hit the enter key, the flow will start, but the character we entered will be visible after the moment we press it. So that's the difference. In getchar function, after the character is entered, it will be visible on the console screen, but in getch function, that is here, you can see that the character that we entered, that was B, was not visible. So that's the third difference, that the character is visible in getchar function and in getch function it is not visible. So that's the third difference. So let's have a look at all the three differences in this. So first one was the header files. Second one was that we are supposed to press enter key in getchar function, and the third one was that in getchar function the character that we enter is visible on console screen, while in getch function it is not. So these are these main three differences between getch function and getchar function. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you like the video, please share the video, and also do not forget to subscribe to the video. Thank you guys.